Oh, that's a bright ring. Hello. Make sure my sound is coming through a little bit. Maybe. Okay, cool. Dope. If I need to adjust something and you're on VODs, then let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, welcome in. Today, we're going to be doing... This is one of the things that... Not this specific one, but I always wanted to build more Lego. It's... Whoop! No! Speaker. I am prepared, I promise. So I've always wanted to build Legos more, just as a hobby, but I could never really justify it before until I decided to start streaming. And now I can make content out of it. So I got this bad boy from Sam's Club. I've also got this monster, which I could also do. I don't know how long this is going to last. We've got, you know, 373 pieces versus 274. But we're going to start with this one because it's a little bit more basic. And then the other one, when I get my groove on, or if this one only takes an hour. We'll see. It's very possible. I could just be good at this. I got this one from Sam's Club. Just chilling there one day, and this is before I even started streaming. Just saw it, passing it in the aisle. It's like, you know what? I've got a model on the way. I'm just gonna go ahead and invest in the channel. You're so pretty. Alright. So, bag 1 and bag 2. I'll probably use, so I didn't, I forgot to make the thumbnail for this stream, so if you're coming in the day of, it's probably the default one that YouTube suggests, which is just like my banner or something. If you come in later, it's possible that I've changed it. Who knows? I just was not sure what I wanted to do for a thumbnail. Build it your way, either online with instructions or by paper. I'm going to do it by paper. A little description of the peach Phalaenopsis orchid. A staple interior decor, the orchid is often seen as a popular motif in art. In a tradition that spans more than 1,000 years, it is often portrayed in ink and wash paintings as part of a classic quartet of beautiful plants known as the Four Gentlemen, or the Four Noble Ones. Together, they represent the virtues and continuous circle of seasons: the orchid, or spring, the bamboo, or summer, the chrysanthemum in autumn, and the plum, winter. With its beauty and endurance, the orchid symbolizes nobility, friendship, integrity, all refined virtues of a scholar. Virtues I don't really possess. Alright, so there's more stuff. Let's get on to... I like the instructions. No. Shake vigorously. Get that bad boy on up there. You know what's up. So we'll start with this big round basey boy and get a couple of these guys. It's like right in the center. Oops, no. Maybe. Okay, there's definitely parts in here that I need, and here we go. So I need for this, I did one of these as a not a team building exercise, but a hangout one time with one of my friends. He bought a Lego set, and we built it together. And that was a lot of fun. It was the last time that I built Lego, and it was one of the inspirations for this one, other than just a general desire for Lego. Got the scissors. Because I can think like one step ahead, and I knew that I was going to need scissors for one of these small things. Yeah. Try and keep those ones not flying everywhere. And I will fail. Okay, so one of these bad boys. Let's make more of these bad boys. A sufficient quantity of boys that are maligned. I might adjust the camera slightly so that I'm not pressured to reach forward so much, because the ring light, it could go up, but currently, can I just adjust that up? Because I keep hitting my head on it. Maybe that'll help. Oh, that's a little bit darker, isn't it? That's not too bad on the camera. Cool. It was the same friend that I've gone to the thrift store with before, and we actually hanging out have some really weird hobbies. So we've gone thrifting, we've gone just building Legos. We've never like sat down and played a video game together, but that would be a thing that we would definitely probably get up to. Not sure what game though. 4 of these and 4 of these little small guys. They give me 5, so I don't know if I'm going to need that 5th one later. Thing is, I don't really fuck around when building Lego, so this might go by pretty fast. We might have to bust out the second set. I just don't want to get partially way through it. But if I'm just yapping to myself, I might just be continuously building this thing with no stops. This... We need 4 of whatever this thing is. That colored interesting for what it is. I'm not sure if they thought ahead on this one, but that's I don't know if you could see that. It's a nip slip waiting to happen. And 4 of these. Okay, so we need this. This needs to be upside down. Building an upside down piece, that's a interesting choice. I guess that's why I'm not a master Lego builder. Not exactly knowledgeable on the way that all these bricks fit together. I saw a program of Master Builder once putting together... Well, I guess he wasn't putting together. He was talking about... One of the tests that you need to do is just build a sphere, and then you need to drop it, and it can't break. Which, honestly, sounds pretty horrendously hard, in fact. I don't think I've ever built anything that could survive a solid thwomping with the floor. Upside down, though, there's these little feetses that go... Oh, yeah, just like that. Lego has some of the weirdest parts, and I wonder what the first time they used it for was. There's the last one. Okay, so we're definitely building the base. And... Nope, we keep going. Here. So we need these 2, which have this little connects thing in the center. I wonder if that'll become relevant. Lego! It's my Lego day. I forgot to make a thumbnail for this one. So it's just the generic one that YouTube gives. Ah, well. Glad you couldn't make it. How's your day been? Oh, yeah. Perfect. This is exactly what I was asking about. These two fine pieces right here. And then there's another one. $8 a.m., so not much has happened yet. That's fair. This is the only day this week that I could really stay up this late because of scheduling. Was this supposed to be a horror stream? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think Handcam was tomorrow. And the late night one was going to be the horror stream. Oh well, I'll switch stream times. My schedule is as malleable as my morals. I just panicked because I thought that I had to make the thumbnail and then just kind of threw it all together. Horror Lego? No. I've been playing Moons of Madness, and it would be the third stream of it, and I think that what I did was that I had, last week, I scheduled it for Thursday, and Thursday I had to end at 8, and so I didn't get to finish it. And so I was like, oh, it's kind of silly to do horror game, earlier in the day while it's still light out. And so I was going to switch it back to the midnight time slot for this week. And then I woke up late because I took a nap today. Woke up at, hour before stream, panicked and was like, oh my god, it's Lego day and I haven't built a thumbnail for it. And I was like, just throw the schedule up. Doesn't matter. So there might be a second waiting room up right now that's like waiting for Altamir, and it's like, yeah, that's not gonna happen right now. We'll reschedule that bad boy. Okay, so we need 4 of these things, 4 of, I think, these things, 4 of these, 4 of the smaller ones, and 2 of these gray ones, and 4 of this white one. Okay, this is a complicated step. I'm not trying to speedrun this, but this is the speed that I just build Lego at. I don't know what to tell you. Luckily, I have 2. He's zooming. My hands are flying. I actually saw somebody assembling a Gundam figure earlier. I wonder if that would be more popular. Because I'm like 99 to 100% sure that I could do that. I put together many a model in my time, just not Gundam specifically. I forgot we had this whole second bag that's apparently the actual flower. It also helps that this, as opposed to the painting, I don't need to get it close to my face all the time to see the detail. With only 2 spare parts. Oh no, I think I locked my cat in the room. She would be quite upset, and I would be quite upset if the reason she needed to leave was to use the litter box. Alright. So, bag 2. Dump it out. These 2 parts are excess. Looking for red and yellow pieces, probably this one. I see a red piece. Is there a yellow piece? No. I guess it's just all kind of mixed together. I've seen Lego sets where they put them in different bags, and each different piece will require a different bag, so you open them up in sequentially. I guess this one's not quite there. Okay, she's back, so she didn't need to poop. She just realized that she was trapped in the room and did not like it. STEM, most likely. More or less. Okay, so... these 2. These 2. These, whatever this piece is supposed to be. It's like a little ratchety, grabby thing. And this thing, which looks like it attaches to a ratchety thing. Who would have thought? Okay. Connect the 2 together. Big ol' leaf. No. I guess I could build the other one while I'm here, instead of just ignoring that step entirely. So recently in my off time, I've been playing a lot of Magic on Arena on my other account, and I've gotten to a point that I really like the deck that I'm playing. And I'm not supposed to go. It's a lot of fun, but it's on an account that I have, in fact, dropped money on before. So it's, where is this supposed to go? Is this supposed to be looped over here, or... But yeah, so I've been thinking about, do I want to kind of figure out all the different places where my username could show up and then hide those, like have a screen overlay for those specific zones, and then stream on that account and have some actually high-level play instead of the jank budget stuff that I've been doing? Could be fun. Okay, hold on. Is this piece supposed to be looped over? No, it goes between. I made a mistake. You have a way to feasibly be anonymized, then yeah, try it. Yeah, because there's no setting to just turn off your nameplate everywhere. So I would need to hide the, I would need to put the VTuber avatar over the left side, and then I would need to have something coming out of it to just block the one that shows when you just enter the game, because it's a different splash screen. I don't think, other than going into menus, I shouldn't have my name pop up anywhere. So, I'm not sure. The other thing that I was thinking of is, do I want to permanently, essentially nuke that account for personal purposes and email the IT team and be like, hey, can you change my username and then change it to be a derivative of the name that I already have, and just have the OG one be the free-to-play account, and then have the other one be the paid account for different types of content, which would be a permanent solution. And there's not a guarantee that they do it, because apparently you have to have a reason to change it. And I'm not sure if the reason of anonymizing it for streaming is acceptable or not. And that would be a one-time change that I could never take back. So I'd essentially be making it so that account is, I wouldn't have a personal one if for whatever reason somebody needed to play with me. Either that, or just like never mention to whoever I'm playing with my username or anything, so that they don't look me up on YouTube. I mean, what are the odds that somebody would that I know would play against me and then be like, hey, I wonder if this guy's on YouTube? It could happen. It also could not happen. It is more reasonable to imagine them not searching rather than later down the line, somebody searching for my name and finding finding me out of it, like other, more DMable government name. What the heck? Am I just confused? Yes. Yeah, turns out keeping your anonymity on the internet can potentially be a little bit weird when you're trying to also be a public figure. Great piece. You've never been worried about anonymity. Your name's plastered all over everything you do, I'm guessing. Changed it for YouTube at least. That's good. At least then I can start saying, oh yeah, this is my cousin. Without it being like the biggest, like, oh, this person. If you back search their profile, then you'll be able to find whatever. I don't know. It's just something that I feel like if I don't worry about it and then it becomes an issue, it becomes a big issue. Two of these, one where these, one of these, and two of these. Oh, so it's like a it's like a little stand to keep the orchid upright. That's cute. God, this is a curvy boy. Look at that. So we need all three of these. We need 5 of these, good lord. And we need one, the last one of this one. A little bit of curvature is natural, especially in nature. In fact, right angles are pretty difficult to find in nature. Perfect angles are one of those things that scientists look for on other planets to definitively say, you know, there's probably life there. Yeah, that's about the size of it. Where does it go? Into the top of the other one. All right. Good so far. Small green. Another small but slightly less green. Need whatever this is. Looks like a little alien hand. Like a frog or something. Right, little dumbbell barbell thing. 2 of this buddy thing, 2 of this thing that looks, I'm not even gonna say it, and 1 of this thing. Oop. I've dropped my first piece. Where did it go? Dang it! I was really hoping that I could go the entire time without dropping a piece on the floor. Disaster. I wonder if I could live without that piece. No, it seems to be an establishing piece. Okay. Crud. Get out the old phone, turn on the flashlight. Let's go diving. What the heck? How far could it have gone? Turns out pretty far. Dang old Butterfingers. Rolling table shit. Where was I? Alright, something like that. Something like this. And some little buds. Is this part of the... It's got to be part of the orchid flower, right? Or is it like a budding stem of the flower and not actually... No, that goes at the end of the flowery bit. The PNG keeps moving along with the floor noises. So one of the things that I noticed is that for the other microphone, the normal microphone, for whatever reason, the settings on the PNG thing are super low. Like, it doesn't detect the microphone all that often. And so I had to set the sensitivity really flipping high. And then for this microphone, for whatever reason, it is fine just picking up on anything, which is normally good because the only thing that it can hear is me. But occasionally, it picks up a sound and it just decides to run with it. It's just a thing. And unless I want to adjust 5 different settings every time that I go live, or switch to Handcam specifically, then there's just not much that I can reasonably do about it. This piece? Or this piece? Is it this piece? Yes. Good thing my pattern recognition skills are pretty dang good. So a bud coming off the side on the bottom rung, and then a bud coming off the side 2 rows up, or 2 rungs up. I'm still debating if I want to invest in a full moving model. So I know that you're relatively new to the VTubing scene. So have you ever seen a fully functional VTuber model with all the bells, whistles, outfits, moving, toggles, and all that biz? Haven't really? Yeah, they use a face tracking software. Sure, clips on Twitch maybe. The people bring them up. Yeah, so they can be really detailed and move around, and they track you, which is the important thing. But to get to that point, you need an artist and a rigger and an iPhone to get the best results, because the iPhone has the best tracking for face recognition, and so it's kind of the common program device that people use for VTubing. And so it's only the 10 or better, and then obviously the later ones get more efficient and you like have a longer battery life. So if I wanted to go the full VTuber model, I would need like a phone, not the newest one, probably one before, or even a couple generations back would be fine. But I would need to get an iPhone, which would then become like a sort of work phone, as it were. And then I would need to purchase the model, get it all rigged up, and if that's not the same person, then that's 2 different people. And they would need to, like, it would be a long process, so a couple months. It would be an expensive process. As far as prices that I've seen, I over double the amount of money that I've spent on all of the equipment and software so far. And it would give me the ability to move around. Which is a big draw for some people, because they like to see all that stuff going on and actual tracking. Like, it would follow me turning my head left or right, and my lips would theoretically move when I talk. But again, it's very expensive and very time consuming. And I've made no money here so far. And I have no way to. So it would definitely be more investing into the money hole. And there's no guarantee that I would get back even a fraction of it. So it would truly be like the most investy of investments into this hobby. And not to say that I haven't spent more on less productive hobbies, but I'm not even sure. No dollar dues. I have made no money. I am unmonetized at this point. You require a certain amount of subscribers or watch hours or whatever to actually get money out of YouTube. It's not just the given thing. This is incorrect. So yeah, like I've got no sponsorships, no nothing. This is a I mean, it's a productive hobby as far as learning stuff, and I've used it to do more modeling stuff, which has gone by the wayside in recent years due to mental health and just not having time or priority. So I've gotten something out of it. It's not an entire waste. For sure. These little pedal thingies are quite intricate. I've also had my first attempted scam on Twitter. Somebody's tried to get me to give them money. So that's nice. At least I've been seen. Granted, they could be completely legitimate and actually selling art and stuff, and that's fine. They're just going about it in a strange way. Just direct, like cold calling, essentially, in people's DMs. But if that works for them. Don't join any sketchy WhatsApp groups. What's wrong with WhatsApp groups? I thought that WhatsApp was safer or something. Flower. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a machine, so I could probably do all the steps. Secret Nigerian Prince with this skin tone? You think? Think I could get away with that? Or is it like a tonal thing? Should I put on a racist South African accent? Would that improve my chances of becoming big? I feel... Oh, there it is. I could add Secret Nigerian Prince to my my profile. as a little Easter egg. If I can control whether people saw my profile on day mode or night mode, that would be something funny to do. Just like have it in white text on the white background, Secret Nigerian Prince, and see if that flags me in anything. So I know for sure there's other things I could be doing to increase my spread. I'm not sure what all of them are, but I know that one of the things you're supposed to do is not just live stream. I know you're supposed to also make videos and content and like clip yourself, but I'm not exactly at the point where I've got clippable moments. And I'm not the kind of person that gets surprised by games all that often. Like, if you watch the mouth-watching video, I barely got jump scared at all, I think. Tell me if I'm wrong, but they gave it the good old college try. Let's see. How many subscribers do you need to make money on YouTube? First result. You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 valid watch hours in the past 12 months. So, yeah. I've got about 50 watch hours from mainly myself watching my own content. And 2 subscribers at this point. We're doing great. We're well on our way. It's only been like 2 months, 2.5 months. Not the worst. Yeah. I'm sure. But I know you gave the pity sub, and I'm relatively certain that the first subscriber was the artist who did my my model, because that subscription came the day that I liked them on Facebook with the profile pickup. Not Facebook, Twitter. And she's cute. She has liked probably a good majority of the posts that I make on Twitter just to signal boost. Which, you know, kind of advertising for her, but I think that it's just cool that she does. Oh, another thing about models, people have come forward and talked about getting scammed by people with not the greatest of intent, just taking the money and run or not fulfilling their orders. So that is definitely something to be wary of. Hear lots of streamers say that they stream for X amount of years before 3 people, and then boom, they hit the algorithm. Yeah. I know that it's a patience thing, and I can do patience. But on the other hand, wouldn't it be cool? There should be... Maybe that's it. Yes, that'll be it. I've also considered, because I know one other person who does videos, they do it on, they actually do stream on Twitch. and I was considering asking if they wanted to do something, but I know that they're not super popular, so they only have their friends subscribe to them as well. So it wouldn't be a boosting algorithm kind of thing. It would just be more educational and figuring out and kind of getting banter on the air. More clickbait, I guess. There's a non-zero chance that this stream will be quaint in a while when people are like, how did you, what do you mean he started with only 2 subscribers? Now he's got 6,000 subscribers or some nonsense. Then again, that may just be a pipe dream. Because lots of people that I know only have a couple thousand. Not that I know them personally, but I watch their stuff. And I don't even do the kind of content the YouTuber awards, the 10-minute video essay about some topic nobody's ever heard of, but that gets you to click into it. Times 2. So double that and should be pretty close. Yeah, like I keep saying, just the education that this has given me and learning all this stuff by doing has been relatively good. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm not sad if I don't ever go anywhere. But there's always that kind of in the back of the mind, yeah, what if you did? What if you did win the lottery? That kind of mentality. And I don't buy lottery tickets, so that's out of the running. So this is kind of all that I got as far as weird-ass high-roll gambling with my future. I say gambling like this is high stakes. The highest stakes would be winning. There's almost no penalty for rolling the dice and failing. Unless you actively get yourself canceled, but that's not the same. Maybe what I need is to convince somebody else that I'd be a good collaboration partner, or drop into ASMR, or have a good cover. I mean, my mic isn't really built for ASMR, so I don't know how good that'll go. Jeez, they give me a lot of spare parts. Flower. There we go. Not exactly a hard to take care of houseplant, but well, there it is. We did it. Took an hour. I am glad that I bought 2 kits, because guess what we're doing next? Next, we got this mother, which has less flowery bits, and it might not take as long, but it also could take... It's got slightly more pieces. More flowers? Yeah, they, as it turns out, when I went and bought these, they only really had flowers and cars, and I wasn't exactly thrilled with cars, so we're going to be doing the whole bouquet. This one, though, would require a vase. There we go. Got a little jar. Okay. Let's do... Which one should I do first? This one looks more alien. The peony? Peony? Yeah. Alright, bag one. I have chosen correctly. I think this one, it looks like a dandelion. Kinda. It'll probably tell me at the end, like, oh, this is this flower. Or it already told me and I'm just too ignorant to go back and figure out what it was. Now we're back up to a bajillion pieces to sort through. Alright. I think this is the one. Come on. This long boy. Of one. A two. A three. Where's the fourth one? Needs that and that and uh-oh. I don't see it. Ah. Rolled way out of place. Okay. And then we need 3 of this long tube. And we need 3 of the barbell. Perfect. Have you got work today? Are you going to be bouncing at some point? Or are you here for the long haul? Be really cool if you did. This and one of this. Another one of this. Now I feel like I need to go a little bit faster because this one has more parts and I've got 1 hour left. I mean, I could go over. I just don't want to be up too late. Working from home, so I got you on in the background. Hell yeah. So you're not even watching the hand cam. I could just be talking about anything. I could be making shit up entirely. It's the wrong part. Is it this one? No? It looks like this one, right? But this one doesn't go in that one. What the heck? Is it this side? Oh, I put it in backwards. Teehee. You're doing important work, I'm sure. Well, it's nice to have you. It's a lot harder to think of stuff to talk about when there's absolutely no response. It's one of the more disheartening things. Especially since I, as a talker, am kind of designed and built around bouncing off other people and their dumb shit. What's that symbol mean? It's like a white brick plus? Is this an extra step that you don't have to do? Or... oh, wait. Is it in this extra bag? That might be it. Might be telling me, hey, idiot, there's a separate bag that we keep these pieces in so that you don't have to put one in each one to save space on the manufacturing project. So, one of these, one of these, the long boy. Some little droopy somethings. I could go back at the beginning of the book, it tells me. So we have built the Billy Buttons, which is this one. Not a daffodil at all. And then these ones are bluebells. Cute. Bluebells for the win. Yeah, bluebells apparently. They have the scientific name. Let's see if we can butcher it. Hasidonius nonscripta. That. I'm a genius. This one just looks like a leaf. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they can't all be beautiful flowers. You gotta have some form of greenery in it. Now try the French. Le fuck you. Oh, the other day I was playing Helldivers and somebody was just yapping in chat and I was like, okay, that's cool. I wasn't responding for a little bit and then they said, like, type 1 in the chat for something, and they were talking to the people in the crew. They're like, we're gonna be going this way around, so tap 1 to acknowledge. And so I just wrote uno, and for whatever reason I decided, all right, let's just only respond to them in Spanish. And so anytime that they would ask me something, I would just I would quick Google search what I needed to do, and I did my best to convince them that I was a fluent Spanish speaker. And I think I got it off until the very end, where they were like, I was responding to them the entire time to their English questions, and then at the end I said something in not I think it was Latin or something, like some phrase that just came to my head as a good response. And I think that at that point they were like, I don't think this guy's actually Mexican. But that's the kind of emergent gameplay that having a voice chat on is best for. All right, so leaf is from the plant. Oh, yeah, it's just a fern. It's a Cleopatra fern. Plant. Oh. That bad boy is a little bit top heavy. Halfway done. We're making great time. I have the option there. Actually, now that you mention it, since I installed the new audio software, I haven't been able to get Helldivers to recognize this microphone or any of the microphones as the main input one. And so for whatever reason, I'm just essentially perma-muted. So I can't figure it out. And there's no input change in the Helldiver settings, so I can't tell it, oh, just go ahead and, use this microphone or this microphone. So I don't know what it's trying to use, but it's not going through. Someone got big mad about not getting all the samples. Well, that's just their problem. You're not supposed to get every single sample on the mission anyway. That would take too long. This little green nipple here. Some of these brown reverse barbells. Rolling push-up machine thingies? I don't know. And some of these delightful little yellow petals. Like that. And then... Oh, second layer. Good God. That's so many petals. I thought that sentence when you said last time I did, I thought they were going to be like, oh, they like, got all shy because you're a girl. Or something like that. Like, when dudes rage at a person and then they come on The Voice and it's a woman and they just like clam up and blah, 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 blah. And then freak out about it. Oop, that one's upside down. And the last one on top. That's a difficult one to plug. Hang on. There we go. One. Now do it again. And this looks like a spaceship from the new Magic the Gathering set. We are docking at the space station. Click. I've definitely spent more time building that deck than I have played any other game recently. I've spent so much time in it, I joined a new subreddit for the Brawl format. I feel kind of silly for when I visited you taking all of those decks over there, and then we like barely attempted to teach you one time and then completely forgot about it. And you know what's actually funny? When I told you that going over there, I got checked multiple times and they were curious on what it was. On the way back, absolutely no checks at all. They pulled me aside on one and they just did the swab on the outside of the bag and just called it a day and let me go through. Every other time they had me like take open the bag and pull everything out and swab each of them individually all over the place. America though? Fuck that. Just go. The bag did not register as an explosive. You can go on through. Yep, I can see where I missed a step in this one. That's fine. Nobody cares. This one is called a yellow yarrow. A yellow yarrow. Into the jar. All right, that's enough of bag one. Bag two. This is the white one. Well, the one with the white one in the bag. I don't think the first one that they have me do is the white one. Little stay bits. I wonder if these are all designed by the same master builder, or if they had, or if they had different people design the different flowers. Because I don't think they ever credit on any of the pages who built what, or have the designers on there. Maybe it's on a website, but I'm not sure. Oh boy. So 8 of this thing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 6 of the green one. 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 2 of this green pole. We need 2 of this flower bit, 2 of this cone, and 8 of this flower. 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Blended perfectly. Okay. So the yellow needs to go into the white first, and then it slides on there. Yep. Little flower. Make it into a big bundle flower. Maybe my real passion in life would have been Lego making. Doesn't exactly sound like a lucrative career for 99% of people, but could have been fun. I didn't want to, like, design Lego sets for Lego. I just wanted to assemble kits for the rich and famous so that they could have their Lego thing created. They'll pay me hundreds of dollars. That's the word I was looking for. Just to merely assemble. Oh, I see where I messed up. I forgot. I missed a step. Okay. Reading comprehension is difficult. A nice calming career, yeah, with some smooth jazz in the background of a game that's obstinately a clicker game or an idle game that's just going on in the background. I see. So the one on the top does not require the green piece. Yeah, okay. Mistakes were made and swiftly corrected. Cookie clicker. Not quite. It is a game called Not Monday Cafe, and it is designed for streaming to the extent that one of the features that it has is if I enable it and have it on screen, people can join the in chat, and then their name will appear over one of the animals that is eating at the cafe. And then if you say something in chat, it'll appear over the animal's head. And you can like emote through them, and you'll just sit there and like have a meal of whatever. You can order specific stuff. You can come in as a specific animal. It's a cute little game. And I should theoretically have it all set up. I just didn't plan to have it turned on today. This is a yellow yarrow, which, I mean, it's white, but we'll call it yellow yarrow. Now this is the white one, for sure. I'm just gonna swiftly get to the part where it gets cool. All right. So we got green and white, another green on top of it for some reason. The yellow piece on top of that. Sure. This little coney bit in the center. A stick. What piece was this originally for? I would love to know. It's like a little Y. Or these little doodles with the talons of Horus sticking out of them. Okay, for these guys in... I know it's a flower, but this does seriously look like some kind of alien monster. Specifically, it looks like something that I 3D printed a while ago that has a... It's like a flower with carnivorous teeth on it, and then it has a tongue that reaches out that has either a beautiful woman or a dryad at the end of it. And it hides behind a little wall, and when somebody comes up and interacts and like gets close enough to the woman tongue thing, it grabs onto them and pulls them into the carnivorous plant. And that's what this reminds me of. Okay, we need 5 of this. We need 5 of this. The petals. And we need 5 of this. Correct. So for the Not Monday Cafe thing, I actually got a code for a demo copy of it before I started streaming from somewhere, and I was considering, it's like, oh hey, cool, maybe I could, like, if I get my model back really quickly, I could have this neat little interaction piece and use it as a selling point for getting people into the stream. And I haven't seen it very many places, but I know it's been full release at this point, so it's not as novel as it theoretically could have been. And now we've assembled the 5 shell. It's like a clamshell, but with 5. And then you stick it on the thing and you call it a day. This one is called... This was the Peony. Peony? Peony? New Pokemon just dropped. Yep. This is like the Arctic version of a cloister. And that's it for that bag. Dope. Last one. How do I get this bag? I kind of put myself in a box. Okay. Let's get these spare parts. I remember when LEGO used to only give you 1 or 2 spare parts per box. It was a pain in the butt if the one piece that you actually need the spare part for didn't. So they got a couple of the same ones, like the there's only actually 2 new ones in this one. Because we got the belly buttons again. We got the bluebells again. We got the Cleopatra ferns again. We got the yellow yarrow again. So the only new ones are the Garaba daisy, and a tulip. Let's skip a few. And go straight to the ones that I haven't built yet. And then we'll come back to the ones that I have already. Because I require constant new stimulation. That's why I have so many watch hours on YouTube. Just to have something playing in the background whenever I walk to a room. All right, this piece, and then holy mackerel, look at that. So I need 8 of this thing. Is there even 8 in here? Constant dopamine required. Just straight up pour the dopamine in powdered form directly into my brain casing. I don't think I have 8 of that. Ah, there they are. I do have 8 of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. I was gonna be worried there for a second. I need to be constantly flooded with new thoughts and ideas that distract me from what has happened before. I don't want to be alone with my own thoughts. That's just scary. And as long as I always have access to the internet and can constantly be watching videos or stimulating myself in some way, I will never have to relive the traumatic things in my past. I could just keep them buried deep down inside. Just the way that the plastic is molded, I required them to be touching in the correct fashion. Hang on. No. Okay. So these pieces go like this. Just so. I blame society for making me reliant on new experiences. Because before the internet, I could go camping for like a long ass time and just be like bored, but a normal level of bored, not excruciating. Come on. Gimme. How does this attach? Ah. Just like that. Just break out the Game Boy, no thoughts, no worries. What's the sigh? Why you sigh like that? Did I say something stupid? Bring it back? The flower? Yeah, dude, it looks like that. Or bring back the nostalgic time where we weren't addicted to our smartphones. Because I can't do that. The new Pokemon games haven't even been all that good. There was supposed to be one, I think, last year, but it got delayed because they didn't want to be like in direct competition with Pal World, essentially. And they knew that they needed more time because resting on their laurels as they were for so long, the games were kind of getting shitty. And then suddenly they had competition that sells however many bajillions of copies. I want to say Pal World ended up winning that lawsuit recently, but I'm not sure. And if you're tech savvy enough, you could have a Game Boy on your person at all times. You got a problem, Cat? Just like clawing at the ground and falling on her side and rolling and attacking nothing. She hasn't even been fed recently. I'm not sure why she's spazzing out. You got a problem? You want to come over here and talk about it? You're really cute. I didn't even bother to count how many of these things there were. A lot, probably. $22, it seems. That's what the instructions say. Here's a fun question. You don't have to answer it if you want to, but if you could go back and erase one year of time from your own memory, it still happened, but you don't remember anything about that. No traumas, no good times, no bad, no nothing. Is there a 1 year time that you just could not, that you could use to get rid of? And in return, you would get like a large sum of money, like $50,000 or like $500,000, let's say. But you lose everything during that time. All thoughts, all memories, all recollections, everything is just gone. Would you do it? And follow up, if you could have multiple years, would you do it for multiple times? Do you have multiple years that are just poo-poo entirely, and you've learned nothing from them? My problem is I don't know what happens in a specific year. Like, I'm sure there's a 1 year time span where I didn't really do anything super productive, but... Okay, I think that I didn't space them quite good enough. I think that I should have paid more attention. Extremely poor recall of my childhood anyway, so I could lose the rest of all those. Yeah, but like subconsciously, anything that you learned during that time would be gone. So I don't know. It also brings up questions of how much your subconscious memory alters your personality. For the people watching the VOD, if you could erase any 1 year for $500,000, what would you do? Would you have a year that you'd want to erase? Drop a comment below after the fact. I'm curious. Yeah, for you, the year would effectively not exist anymore. It's definitely like more than you'd think, probably. All right, we got pink flower. Let us know about your greatest traumas, chat. Chat, sound off in the comment with your greatest trauma. Chat, are you seeing this? Oop. Next flower, this is a repeat, so it should go by pretty quickly and with no fuck-ups this time. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna speed run it, but let's go. Alright, where's this piece? Well, it fell over. The jar that I picked is not exactly designed for holding up flowers that weigh more than a negligible amount. This is fine. The music's getting to me. Ah, I see what we've had. We've hit the 1.5 hour time limit where I just get... my body gets tired of talking, and I get less talkative without fresh input. I've noticed it in a lot of streams that I've done so far. I could be excited, on my own, doing nothing, for about 1.5 hours as it turns out. After that, it gets a little bit harder to just keep the flow of ideas going. Is that wrong? And I know I have to put it in this way. So this piece actually goes on. And the twin is here. Story time. You're going to tell a story? Go on. Go off, queen. She's typing, I'm sure. Okay, that piece didn't... That piece was not dropped, it was launched. No, content creator, tell us a story. I see. That was a request in the form of a provocative statement and not a not an intent. Well, it's hard to think of a story just out of nowhere with no inspiration. So there I was, barbecue sauce on my titties. Nope. That's not going to stand up straight. Alright, next flower. Ah, this is the Cleopatra fern or whatever. One, a two, a three. The Sims I did way back in the day, like Sims 1 a little bit, mostly Sims 2 actually. I remember when Sims 2 came out and it was kind of something I got really into. I remember one time we went to a stand-up comedy like thing where they do audience participation, and they called on me, and of course I froze like a deer in the headlights, couldn't say anything. So Father Dearest was answering their questions about me, and they mentioned that he mentioned that I played The Sims a lot. And so when they went and did their little song and dance thing, it was about a quiet kid that can't talk and his obsession with The Sims. And so that was a formative, traumatizing moment for me, and I did not want to talk for a while after that. Burn's done. I think I might own The Sims 4 on my account somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure. I might not have bought it because of the way that the developers kind of went with the idea. Like, I'm pretty sure this is just all what do you call it? Not DRM. It's all just like add-ons, and you have to, they nickel and dime you for everything now. What is the most bizarre thing I did in The Sims? I didn't do that many like war crimes at the time. I remember trying to like, I wanted a I think Sims 2 had vampires. I remember wanting to get my sim to become a vampire and like start a family of vampires. And so I like seduced the vampire that lived in the mansion at the top of the hill, and then got him to turn me, and then essentially like slayed him and became the master of the house. And then I started the recruiting other vampires into the household and just kind of took over town as an army of the creatures of the night. not all that bizarre, all things considering, with The Sims. I never had like a painting goblin in the basement. I do remember it being really difficult to do anything in The Sims if you also wanted to do the career ladder, which boded ill for my future and, you know, just becoming an adult in general. Do you want to progress in your career, or do you want to do literally anything else because you're going to be sleeping or working for 16 hours out of the day? God, that stuff was prophetic. And then there was a dude who was working with us who recently quit. So now we're back down to being a guy short. And it's not like they can increase the hours by a lot. I guess the manager got yelled at for having too many hours at one point, so can't increase the hours again. So we just get to bust our asses off. And it sucks. Always try to go with the weirdest things: vampire, werewolf, alien, master of all skills, all of the side questy things. Yeah, the alien stuff was interesting to me for a while. I remember doing that. I'm pretty sure I romanced the alien because because why not? They're just blue people. This is before I'd ever really considered doing a like a character builder or building a character in the character builder that looked inhuman. I always wanted to make pretty people, you know? I didn't want to make some abomination of some strange color. I can only imagine what kind of thing I would have done if I had gotten into that game these days. Remember once, a long time ago, said I wasn't going to fuck up? That was a lie. I haven't really been watching a lot of anime this season, which is strange for me because normally I'm kind of on top of things. But even most of the shows that are continuing this season haven't been catching my eye for some reason. It's a mystery. Interests go in, interests come out. Started Arcane? Ooh, Arcane's good. I love Arcane. I got my parents to start watching it with me. We finished it, and So I had decided to watch some non-Disney movies and non-Disney cartoons with them. And the biggest problem that I had was that I started with Arcane, which is a good introduction that there is good media outside of Disney that they would be interested in. Unfortunately, I flowers for Algernon on them because Arcane is so good that everything else that I've showed them is compared unfavorably towards it. So like Gravity Falls or whatever, like movies are a different thing because movies are a self-contained experience. But TV shows, they haven't been able to finish anything since then, since Arcane. So it is very good. I really like it. I can't wait for the next season. But I did do one oopsie by showing it to them. Oh, I also the next show that I tried to get them to watch is Love, Death, and Robots. And the thing about Love, Death, and Robots is that the episodes are different depending on your account or depending on the person. I don't know what the criteria is, but they'll be shown in different orders because they're not connected. The first one that we plugged in was the one with the Asian mechanic and the kitsune girl who can change shape, and then as the world advances, she loses her powers and can't transform anymore. And that's when I remembered that show has naked genitalia in it, just flopping all over the place. So that was awkward to watch with my parents. And then, for whatever reason, we decided not to watch any more episodes of that. So I want to go back and like preview all the different episodes and tell them which ones to watch and which ones not to watch. Or else that might actually be one of the more graphic ones. I know that there's at least one other that has a boob in it, but I think it was just really bad that it was like flash and dong. Nobody was prepared for it. I completely forgot about that episode. I was really hoping for the one with the girl brain controlling the monster in the pit arena. I'm trying not to talk about Arcane because I will absolutely get into spoiler territory because I don't know where you're at. But yeah, if you want to talk to me afterwards, I'd love to talk about Arcane. Arcane's really good. Also, I've run out of flowers to make. We have all the flowers. I have a whole bouquet of obstinately worthless plastic bottle flowers. I don't even know where I'm gonna put. Like, I could probably put this on the top of my desk, but this one, I don't know. It feels too unstable to just put somewhere because the cat's gonna jump up and knock it down or something. Maybe if I get a bigger jar. Flowers. Get in there. You put one in and another one wants to pop out. I need a foam insert on the bottom to stab them all into so they don't go anywhere. Of course they're already falling apart. Why wouldn't they? They're cute and they're not going to die, and I don't need to water them, which is the good part. And I think that handcams do relatively decently in the rewatch or the VODs. Because I want to say the last painting ones had like 5 clicks through. Which, you know, probably not the greatest foreshadowing, but it's the best that I got. I don't know. There was that and the 3D design one are the most popular series, so vaguely encouraged to try more Handcam and unusual streams. As much fun as just gaming is. But yeah, that's kind of all that I had planned for today. Glad that I bought both kits. So I can assemble, what, like 200 and something? 274 piece puzzle in an hour? So that gives me a time frame for how many pieces I would need for a future stream. And now I'm getting tired. What's this? So yeah, I think that that's probably going to be it for today. Speedy with them. I am quite handsy and good with attention to detail. Well, I'm glad you were able to come and hang out for a while. This was fun. If a little bit short. I mean, not short, it took 2 hours, but it feels like it didn't take that long. I don't know. Time flies when you're having fun. I'm going to see if Sam's Club has any other Lego sets. Otherwise, I might have to branch out and get not Sam's Club Legos, which would be more expensive. Blech. Anyway, I'm just rambling now to try and get to my 2-hour mark. Yes, hello, cat. Did you want to say hi? You're not the one that jumps on laps all that often. Kitty. She doesn't do it if she's called. Ramble, ramble, ramble. The yap machine. I should do what I said that I was going to do in the first couple of streams, where I get a list of things to talk about, things that have happened, or topics that I want to go over, and just have them on my phone for when I run out of other stuff to do at about an hour and a half in. But that would take effort. And as a hobby, that's not precisely what I'm aiming for. Oh well. I might go and troll some artists on different sites for see what prices are. Maybe I'll get more than a single PNG image with a removable bug for making thumbnails with. Because that's all that I've been doing. Literally reusing the same image and photoshopping different expressions on it. It's cheap. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. Probably go to sleep so that I can get on a family phone call at the crack of noon. So yeah, again, remember to type your most traumatic experiences in chat in the comments below. Remember to like and subscribe and do the YouTube things. Other than that, I will see you later. Have a good night. Meow. Meow.